Welcome to North Road Ranch. Today we're looking at the chickens. So it's finally springtime, and after all year being cooped up, we've got the birds outside. What you see here is electric netting, poultry netting by Gallagher. There's other brands that make it. And we're trying out an experiment to see if the chickens respect the netting and if it protects them from predators. Like that one. Samson? Deli, come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. What's that? What's that? Ooh.
So how do we know that this netting is going to work, Brock?
Well, what do you mean? Chickens are on this side. Predators on this side.
How do you electrify it?
So, yeah, it's a big electrified net, basically made out of the same stuff as the reels for cattle. I know it works because Mr. Samson here decided he would poke it. Poke it, Samson! Oh! As you can tell, he was not very pleased with the results from poking it. It's not a cruel thing. It doesn't hurt animals. It will never leave a bruise or cause physical damage, but it does cause a psychological pain when it gets electrocuted. And the small little netting will keep out smaller animals like foxes and such. So that's keeping predators out. I think the netting is more for keeping animals out than it is for keeping the birds in. I'm also told this isn't very high, right? Like, it's 4 feet tall and it sags. I'm told that it messes with the birds, the coloring, so that they don't fly over. But if they do fly over, you can trim their wings. So we have to see and watch that. But more so, this is temporary. This is temporary and portable. So this will not stay here the whole time. The problem is, I don't want to raise chickens in a coop all the time because I got to add a ton of wood chips. And why have an animal cooped up inside when it can be out in open nature? But in order to get it out into open nature, I have to be able to move it to new stuff all the time. If I just leave this pad like this, it looks nice because we set it up yesterday. But if you come over and look closer, you'll see they'll start to tear it up. That's what the chickens like to do. You can even see right around here. You can see right in front of the coop where everything's been stirred up. That's just from one day. They've gone and they've dug up all the weeds, they've picked at the gravel, and if we leave them in this area for the whole year, leave this permanent, it'll turn into just a bunch of dirt. And you lose all the benefit of green grass. So what we're trying to design is a portable shelter that we can take our layers out with and move them around. So still have to build the shelter. It's called a Chickshaw by Justin Rhodes. We'll link one of these somewhere here. But yeah, for right now we're just testing to see if it works, if the chickens respect it. So far they do. So I'm going to go unelectrify it and show you how easy it is to get in. So there's no gate. So I've tied a piece of poly wire to here. And we have our main electric fence gate, or main electric fence supply, running here behind the barn to the whole farm. So all I've done is put a piece of poly wire with an insulated handle, grab it, disconnect it, and now my net is not hot. It is de-energized, and I can go service the chickens.
Do you leave them out at night?
No, I do not. For protection, I put them in at night, and when we build our portable shelter, we will they'll be able to roost in there at night. So they can get up high, away from ground animals and predators, but they can also be sheltered from the birds and hawks and flying predators. So right now though, yes, we lock them up at night, keep them safe, and then collect their eggs during the day. In fact, there should be an egg in the shelter, I'm thinking. This is just one day. They've pecked this all apart. If you zoom in here and all around, there's some heavier sod that was torn up. Yeah, so you can imagine if they were left in the same spot, they're probably also looking for grit, but if they're left in the same spot, this would all just eventually turn to a big rock hard piece of dirt. But anyways, in the coop, we'll go look. We do have one egg in the nesting box. We have a feeder, a water. We just used a pet bowl over the winter, filled it with water, and put the water on top of it here. And that heated the water. So fill the heated pet bowl with water, then put your water on top, and that'll keep the water in this water from freezing. And everything here is a bunch of hay and straw and wood chips. It's supposed to absorb everything they put out. I'm not sure I put enough wood chips out, but eventually this we can turn out and turn into compost. It's healthier to have the chickens outside for that too. Right now we have 4 of these layers. Hello. Hello.
What type of birds are these?
Sex-Sal Link. They all give us about an egg a day. But we also have, coming into production, another about 25 smaller layer chicks that are going to start laying this fall. So part of our mission this year, our goals this year is to see if the eggs raised out in the pasture, moved around, following the cows, eating cow patties and bugs, will taste better than eggs you can get at the store. If the yolks are more yellow and have a stronger color and flavor, and if the birds are healthier. So that's what we want to see with 4. And then by about August, September, these other layers will have grown enough that they'll start laying, and they'll have a little bit of time to lay in the fall before next winter, where we'll have to think about getting a coop. So yeah, this netting was kind of hard to set up, but we figured it out. We lay it out and then set up every other post. Don't set up every post, and then get your basic shape. And once you have that, take the middle posts, the in between posts that you left out, and then put them out angled and then in like a zigzag, and that'll tighten up your fence. So that's the one thing we've learned, but we're gonna keep trying. We haven't used this stuff much. So far these birds haven't tried to fly away either. I wonder if they could though. Go attack! Attack! I think they like us though. Samson, come here! Come here, Samson! Come here! Dally! Come here. Here they all are. Puppies and chickens. There you have it. The chickens are outside right now. We're going to keep a close eye on them and Mr. Fluffy. And yeah, we're going to put them back in at night, but we'll see how this goes. And now they can be out for a few days. We'll energize this to keep everything out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Check out our other videos. And yeah.